I do believe we're live. Thank you, one and all, for joining. I say one and all. I don't know how many people there are in because this is new software. This is a bit of a test, a bit of an opportunity for a chat. And hopefully, I'm going to click here now. If somebody said to me last night, I was doing a video last night on the patrons, and somebody said, look, do more of a test. If you feel that we can help and assist you by doing a video test, then please do. So I've done this a couple of times on Patreon. This is the first time doing it live. So any feedback you can give me in terms of sound, I know the microphone's a little bit echoey, and the picture's bad because I'm in the middle of it. But aside from that, I'm going to be testing a few little things and hopefully interacting with some of your chat. I also wanted to give some feedback on some comments yesterday that were on the video. Today, that were on the video that I uploaded today. There was just some really good comments coming back, and I really did. I really did appreciate a lot of them. So we've got the Free Hammers. Apparently, they've just finished their show. Sorry about that, Luke. I didn't even check. I've been sort of caught up and stuck in this whole software world. So thank you everybody for joining in. Right, okay. Firstly, I just want to thank everybody before I start. I want to talk about, I'll do your comments. I want to talk about this Nesri. I want to talk about the cup. I'm excited about the cup. I think if we beat the next one, so the match is on at 5 o'clock today. I think if we can beat Liverpool Man U, I think we can win it. I think we can go all the way. I'm convinced of that. I'm not just saying it. I do believe it's true. I'm going to deal with your comments. I'm going to work on a system of pulling them up on the screen. Before I do, I just want to show you something. Before I do, sorry, I know it's a little bit bitty, but you're going to have to bear with me because I'm just trying to get my head around this sort of software here. So, this small... Hold on, let me show you something Kenningtown Len sent me. Can you see that? That is cool, right? That is cool. I like that. Anyway, so this morning... Last night, I was chatting with Andy Walsh. He was saying it started snowing in Wickham. Wickham is... I don't know, 20 miles away from me, something like that, I'm not sure, 20, 30 miles. This is out of my window. Right, so that was what was outside my window this morning. And this is what I say we built. I'm not majorly responsible for this, but that's, what do you reckon, eh? Where are you? There you are. Not bad. Not bad. So anyway, so we've had a lot of snow. It's sort of melted. It's out there now. A lot of it's melted. But my daughter has taken the trucks and the wheels off of her skateboard, and she's basically made it's something quite dangerous looking. I'm not going to have a go, otherwise I'll break my back. But she's basically put all the snow together, compacted it down to ice, and made it like the length of the garden. And they're doing crazy things on there at the moment. So anyway, hopefully you all saw that and that worked. And then we're going to deal with a couple of things. Sorry, Chris Green. I'll do this just quickly now. Chris Green said, did you model that 6-pack on yourself, Gonzo? Look, I have an 8-pack, Chris, if true. I actually have one fine barrel, my friend. We'll get to that chat in just a minute. What I did want to say is I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody who's been involved in Hammer's chat this week and everything we've done. It's been a bad week. It's been a crap week. I've had something really poor happen at home, let's put it that way, but I go into so much detail, and I lost my job on Monday, right? I don't worry about all that, all right? I'm just saying that I really appreciated how the videos were a bit bitty this week, and I really appreciated how everybody sort of got in, mucked in, and I just found it really good this week. All I'm saying is this week I was feeling the old West Ham family, if you know what I mean. But not obviously like not like that. But anyway, so it's sort of onwards and it's upwards. Certainly in terms of Hammer's chat, myself and G, I'll be doing a little video in a week or two to discuss a couple of things. Put it that way. Who's in I can't even work this out. Oh, 142 people watching. This is all new. Summit's over there. What's usually over there is over there. But we'll get there. And if this works, I'll be doing this a little bit more often because I know there's a few of you. But Ben's in the chat there. And he's, bless you, mate. It's very kind of you, by the way. There's a few of you that do videos yourselves who are using this software. The software is good. I like the software. And it allows me to get you guys and girls. Sorry, I keep saying guys and girls. more involved. You know, when you go to a wet restaurant, right? I haven't been to a restaurant in ages, but right, you go like you're at the Toby Carvery and they bring you a meal and they say, okay, is that all right, guys? And they say, guys. And I think, well, we're not all guys. You know, my missus is a woman. My son's a boy. I've had that a change, do you know what I mean? And all that. I like to be dealt with as an individual. I'm just going to pop this up here. Before we get too self-indulgent, I do want to talk about some West Ham stuff. He says, Gonzo, I wait for your video each day, dude. You're a true hammer. All the subs are legends. Well done. Keep it up. We will support you. You do support me. Thank you very much, indeed. And this is what I wanted to talk about. And it's the nasty subject of adverts, which I want to deal with in just a second. So hold on. Thank you. Thank you, though. And just very quickly, just while this is up there, I'm escaping the rat race. Sorry you lost your job. Thanks for bringing us all so much laughter and enjoying your videos. Yeah, sorry about talking about poo in the start of this morning's video. I was thinking about sort of a relief. I don't know why I mentioned poo. I never thought I'd mention doing a dump, particularly in a video, but it seems to happen quite a lot. Thank you for the $9.99. I very, very much appreciate it. I'm not here trying to do a begging thing to get money. And by the way, that wasn't it. But I wanted you to know how much that I did appreciate you, because I've had it's not just a job. In fact, the job bit wasn't actually the worst part of my week. I knew that was coming. Anybody that watched these videos, I knew that was coming. Some other stuff happened, family stuff. No one died before anyone's, fortunately, touch wood, before anyone says anything like that. But just life throws up funny things sometimes. It's been a bad week. And it's been pretty damn good to come down here to read some comments. And, there's like one bad comment all week, literally all week, and I've had hundreds and hundreds of bloody lovely people saying lovely, lovely things, and I really do appreciate that so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, and I don't want to, I just wanted you to know, basically, because this has become quite important for me to sit here and do these videos. Myself and G will be doing a joint one very soon, so I don't want to say his words for him, put it that way. But yeah, it's all good, and I do very, very much appreciate everything you do. In terms of the adverts, somebody mentioned today, can you crank down on the adverts a little bit? And I don't want to. And he said it so nicely. And let me just tell you this now. I understand. I feel the pain, right? I watch quite a few things. Not only do I make pinball videos, I watch pinball videos, right? And I watch boxing videos and different bits and pieces. I love me sport and lots. So I get annoyed when I see an advert, right? And I do get it. And I am sorry that they're there. I know they're annoying, but I'm just trying to bring a little bit of money in. But I want to try and give you value as well. I don't want you to think, oh, that's it. We're just clicking on there, we get an advert, and he's not saying anything, or we're not having fun. He doesn't appreciate us. We don't. Enjoy ourselves. I want you to enjoy yourselves. I want you to enjoy the videos. I want you to feel part of Hammer's chat, because you massively are. The other thing is, and I've got to say this out there now, our website's down at the moment, hammerschat.com. Last year, somebody funded our website for a year. It was so generous of them. At the point where we launched our Patreon, somebody donated the cost of our website for a year, which was over 400 quid, right? I mean, and the website's where it all started, the forum, and the website's been under, look, the fact of the matter is, a year had been up, we had to fund it. So we've moved to a different hoster now, which is called GoDaddy, to move it onto their servers. And what we've actually got is we've just paid it out now. We've actually got less than 400 quid basically for 3 years rather than 400 quid for 1 year. So we've had to fork that out as well and spend that money. So, we do appreciate it. We're sorry for the adverts, but we just appreciate everything, and hopefully you feel that we give you value there. Happy Hammer. He's hiding behind his mask. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And he's hiding behind his mask again, and that is bloody. Do you know what? I think that is very that's very modern. He's got the scarf up. He's not spent on a mask, actually. What he's just done is he's using the scarf, and he's not bought a mask. So thank you very much. Journey for life, bless you. We're all struggling. Well, listen, if you are struggling, please don't donate any money. I mean, this is the thing, and thank you. So please don't, right? If people are struggling, don't spend any money. We will continue, myself and Gio, to continue to upload tons and tons of free content all the time. You might have to sit for an advert. But so please don't feel we get money off the adverts. We absolutely do. So don't worry. Don't feel that you have to come on here and start donating and all the rest of it. And I just want to bring this up here, which is Tony. who said, Gonzo, sorry, mate, I can't support you financially. I'm absolutely skint. This is what I'm talking about, Tony. I'm here for you. Tony, I'm telling you now, mate, please don't, all right? It's easier for me to come in here and ask, mate. I don't want you to spend your money, and I am sorry that you're skint. I genuinely am, all right? And it is crap for everybody. I've got to tell you, my sister had lost her, both 3 sisters. 2 of my sisters lost their jobs during this pandemic. My best mate has lost his job as well. I know people left, right and centre. My mate runs a coffee shop up the road. He's really struggling. He said to me the other day, he said, I've got 2 or 3 months and it's going to be gone. It's really tough, and it's really tough for everybody, you know. So God bless you all, seriously. And I wish you all absolutely well. We are going to talk about West Ham in a minute, but this was a bit of a test, and I did want to. Have you seen Gwyneth Paltrow talking at the Oscars? I feel a little bit like, not that I've won an Oscar or anything, but she was got a bit gushing, but I do appreciate it. Irish Tommy, who features on this regularly. Tommy, you want to pop on, mate? You can pop on. Actually, if anyone wants to pop on, I think I can introduce you into this. You and Gio bring a lot of joy to thousands of fans. We appreciate you both. Hopefully the channel will continue to grow. I'm always honoured to be asked to contribute. You are very welcome, mate, and you always speak very well, Tommy. Very well. You're bright as a button, mate. How do I get rid of your comment having said that? I do like Tommy. And bless you. Look, there's Luke boy. There's Lukey boy there. My favourite West Ham channel. You're the best West Ham presenter. Bless you. You are a nice geezer, mate. Love your videos. Inspirational, mate. Help me out loads. Look, all I can say is thank you, mate. Thank you. It means the absolute world to me, mate. Absolute world to me. I will help you out as much as I can. Anytime I can help you out. I told you, let me know if you want me to jump on your channel, obviously. Look, we'll help out where we can. Gary, right, stop. Bless you. Gary, bless you, mate. Bless you. Thank you very much. And Gary is a regular. He's not just a regular on here. Gary's a regular on all channels. I recognise so many of you from so many channels, here. So, look, if anybody wants to pop on, do you know what I'll do? I think, hold on a second, just bear with me here. Copy to clipboard. This is all new for me, all right? This is all new. So I think I saw Russ do this the other day, possibly. I think, is that right? I press enter. I think I've just posted a link. If you want to come in, and I better put my headphones in just in case. You don't have to. Don't feel you have to. I'm still going to talk about things because that Nesri has basically turned us down. Did you notice? He's turned us down. I'm a bit disappointed with that. And I think David Moyes might be a little bit disappointed with that as well. Who is this? Oh no! It's Raymondo. It's Raymondo. We'll bring him in. Shall we invite him in? Let's invite him in.
No, I'm joking.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
I'm very well. A lot of love in the chat room today, isn't there?
They're lovely people. They're 211 people. They are a nice bunch. Hold on. Do you know what I've noticed, Raymondo? Every time you move, you've got a little logo above your head. So I'm going to remove that because it looks like a blemish. It looks like when you were shaving your head. Because I reckon that you could probably grow an ample ponytail. I reckon you've got a lot. I reckon there's a lot of bush waiting to go on. There's a potential barnet there, and I just thought we'd move that away so we can see the full glare. How are you? Enjoyed the game yesterday?
Yeah, I did, and I just wanted to talk about the kids that come on because
please do, mate. Please do.
Yeah, because I really that was one of the things I was like a bit worried about Moyes doing is not getting some of the youth players involved, and he didn't have to bring on Nathan Trott. No one expected it. But how much does that make for Nathan to get 10 minutes under his belt for his first
day for the family, man?
Yeah.
Massive day for him and his family.
Yeah. So I actually love that. And a little bit more of that every now and again, just to give him exposure. I loved it. I just think with Nathan, I think he just needs to get just needs to grow out a little bit, and that will just come with more age. Because
you call him skinny.
Yeah.
What would you hold on? Spectre Starcraft 750. Thank you very much. You have to bleach your fuzz now and join the Hammers attacking unit. And there's no stopping. There is no stopping. Bless you and thank you very much indeed. Before I get and also Bobby 66. Bless you, mate. Thank you. Just Bobby's just in all the time, and he always commenting and just always saying something. Always got something nice to say. You tell me, what would you feed? You give me three. I want 3 meals. I want one. Give me 3 meals that you would give Nathan Trott, because you're obviously feeling it's a little bit like that. Give me 3 meals, Raymondo. 3 meals that you would give Nathan Trott to fill him out, so he fills the whole goal. This is what you're going for, right?
I feel a bit upset that you would know that, Gonzo, but then again, I'm a fat bastard. But
I'm not saying anything about you. I just want you to tell me what you would feed. Nathan Trott phones you up, Raymondo. I hear you think I'm a bit skinny on a video. I'm coming over to your house. Can you give me some meals? What would you feed him?
Just eat. Just get loads of takeaways. Get him in. But then that would just make him fat. He needs to be just a bit more stocky, muscly. And I'm afraid, Gonzo, I ain't got any muscle.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't say that much. Tommy boy, welcome.
Afternoon. How are we?
Oh, we're very well, mate. A different. Hold on. I know about this shirt. So this is not the commemorative shirt from getting to the final.
It's not the 1920 commemorative one. No,
this is the regular shirt.
This is the regular blue and gold. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. Did you think Nathan Trott was a little bit skinny? Did you, Tommy?
Yeah, looked like he could use a few steaks and Guinness. If you remember back in the day, Brian Robson, when he joined United, was a bit skinny, and Alex Ferguson apparently put him on a diet of steak and Guinness to bulk him up. So I think Nathan Trott needs to get on the steak and Guinness, to be honest.
Did it work? I mean, I certainly remember him being.
Yeah, just a donation.
What?
We just seen that new donation.
Hold on. I'm on the wrong thing. What? Joel. Thanks for the content, mate. Much love from Sweden. Joel, thank you very much. I gotta say, you're a diamond. That's stop. That's Corona. Not a bottle of Corona. He's not sent a coronavirus or a bottle of Corona. I don't know how much that is. That is Swedish Corona. I don't know how much it is, but whatever, mate. You are an absolute gent. Thank you very much, and you are very, very welcome. But thank you very much indeed, Joel. We'll get to some comments. Anyway, people are out to join in.
It's definitely enough for a packet of Pringles, anyway, I would think.
Did I show you the packet was empty, Tommy?
No, is it? Oh, you're running out.
No, I have still got. This is how good I am. A lot of it was just for effect. I still have the pre-match flake. So just to say, and that is the original one from the pack of 4. I've been really, really good. Although tonight I might not be. Tell us about. Let's see. Right. How much do either of you fellas, Raymondo? Tell us about one of the other youngsters, mate. Tell us about Afolayan or Baptiste.
I was excited about Baptiste because I've heard Colton Cole go on about him quite a bit. So I can see him being a really good talent for the future. So it's kind of exciting to see him so soon. How old is he now? He's still quite young, isn't he?
No, he's 23. I say no. Is he young? No, he's 23. He's ancient 23-year-old. No, really? But this is interesting. He's not really from the academy. He was at Chelsea, then he moved to Canada. Oh, sorry, no. That's Afolayan. Baptiste is young. Baptiste, 16, 17, something like that. 17. Sorry, mate. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, I was like, he's not 23. He looks about 16. Oh, another £45. Oh, these guys.
No. He said, so that's Danish krona. I am going to be an expert, a monetary expert. In fact, you can tune in for the financial podcast later on today. That's Dane Cracknell. Dane Cracknell. He lives near Bracknell. No, he doesn't really. He's in London. He's a London boy in Copenhagen. It's a £5. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, no, Baptiste is young and juicy and excellent. Very, very talented. Raymondo.
Yeah. So it's it will need to go out at some point to get a loan, but it's so exciting for us fans to see someone come through, and then we'll go see him when he goes at his other loan club or whatever.
I'll tell you what, though, I know you say I understand where you're coming from because he's 18 and you might want to get him out on loan, but if Diop were to go in this window, Baptiste could be next up, to take a place on the bench. So, it'll be interesting to see what David Moyes thinks of him. He must think something of him, given that he was on the bench yesterday and he brought him on. He has played for Moyes before, earlier in the season, Carabao Cup.
Yes, he did.
So I just wonder if Baptiste is perhaps next in line if Diop were to depart.
Yeah, well,
Or
I would
Balwell.
like to think that, Tommy. I'd like to think that he has enough faith to think that. And why not? He's already got experienced guys, Aaron Balbuena and Dawson. Why not? There is room. If you're going to have a 4 as centre backs, there's room for a youngster. I'm going to bring in Gatesy here. Gatesy's never joined me before on this show, mind you. Your missus doing her hair in the background, Raymondo.
Oh, she's the one that was messaging you on the chat.
I know. Hello. She's got more hair than you, Raymondo. And more hair than Tommy. More hair than all of us. Gatesy, how are you, my friends?
I'm growing it out. I'm normally in the sort of bald bastards bracket. Yeah. How are we doing, boys?
Good.
Not bad, mate. So you because you obviously I saw you in the chat last night on the chat, weren't you?
Yeah, being a bit provocative, wasn't I?
Well, I don't know.
No.
There was two. Just so you know, we're in a Patreon chat. There was 2 Roberts. One of the Roberts insisted on being called Rob. I couldn't work out who was who, and in the end, he said, "Call me Gatesy." And here he is. Enjoyed it. Obviously, I know roughly. Just tell everybody what you made of yesterday's performance, and then I do want to get on to hello.
Hi guys.
Hello. I do want to then get on to us. I want a bit of cup fever, basically. So what did you think of yesterday, Gatesy?
Well, to be fair, I was probably the same as you. I saw the sudden changes that we made from the previous game, and I'm thinking, not too sure about this. 2 minutes later, it was like, oh, okay, fair enough. 1-0 up. Yeah, I mean, it was a professional performance. Doncaster, they're 2 divisions below us, so really we should be taking care of them. Job done as far as I was concerned. It was nice to see. Obviously, as you alluded to earlier, it was nice to see the young lads getting a run out. Nice to see Nathan Trott and Baptiste getting a run. So, and also debut goal for Afalayan. So all good. No, I thought obviously as well on the youngsters thing, Ben Johnson, left back. He had a good game as far as I was concerned. So
it was a decent shot, wasn't it? His shot was a bit of a fizzer. I thought, hold on a second, this boy's got some technique, hasn't he?
Yeah, listen, I've rated him for a good while. And it's nice that by default he's a right fullback. He was playing left fullback, and you didn't really look at him and think square peg round hole. I mean, he looked like he filled the role with a great deal of credit.
No, I mean he absolutely did. I thought he was. I think I look at him so much now. I almost didn't include him in the youngsters, which of course he was. And Afalayan, and I think we're going with that as the pronunciation. Afalayan, I do believe. Oh, we got Ben in the chat as well. Afalayan was 23. I think I read that right. So we've actually taken him from non-league and then brought him in. So I don't think he would have featured. I think Becco would have been ready. Sorry, mate. Go on, carry on.
No, I was just going to say because I mean we got him from Solihull Moors, as I remember.
Oh yeah,
basically, he's not got anywhere near the first team. I think he kind of got forgotten about, but it's someone. I think you said it on the earlier chat about right place, right time. And Ngakia last season, if Johnson had been fit, Ngakia wouldn't have got anywhere near the first team in that game against Liverpool. Johnson being in, but Johnson was injured. In comes Ngakia, and same thing with Afalayan. I mean, I think if people didn't get the negative test or the positive test, he'd have been playing. He'd have been on the bench
timing and opportunity, Gatesy. Timing and opportunity is absolutely key. Let me just, sorry, Gatesy, before you continue, let me just do 2 things. Let me thank Liam. Liam, you're a superstar. What are you stroking? Raymondo, what are you stroking? Ben's here. I don't know. I don't know how many people we can fit on this screen. I'm winging it. This is just a test anyway. This is just a test. How are you, Ben?
I'm very well, thank you. I thought it was an open invitation. I'll join them. Thank you for having me on.
Mate, click and you shall receive. Maybe not. I don't know. Ben's got a channel. I hope you all know this. Ben, tell us about your channel.
Yeah, so I just started a West Ham channel in lockdown. I think it was a week before the Watford game last season, because I originally created FIFA videos, and I've just carried on ever since. You know, my channel has grown far quicker than I ever thought. And the thing, you know, just touching upon what, you know, earlier in the chat, the community, I think the community on YouTube, the nice comments, you know, is addicting to read as well. Like when you see them, you just want to keep making content. You know, the amount of positive, you know, comments that you've received, Gonzo, and just like Luke said from Three Hammers, I think you're the best. You know,
Well,
you and Gio, I think you are fantastic. I actually watch you on my walks in the morning to get my 12,000 steps a day.
well, thank you. Firstly, where are you going on these walks?
So I've literally just moved to Colchester, and literally it's just a massive field that I just walk round and round, and I do 4 or 5 laps, which takes me about an hour and a half.
4 or 5 laps of Colchester.
Well, it's not. I don't do the whole of Colchester.
Essex. I do 10 laps of Essex, and then I'm done. Ben, can you put your channel link in chat, please, mate? A couple of people are asking there, and hold on 2 seconds. 2 seconds, right. Thanks for all the content on the Patreon channel. Help keep us all sane, interested hammers these times. You are very, very welcome, my friend. Very, very welcome indeed. To be honest with you, the way people have been contributing in here, this is my last video. I'm buying a yacht. There you go. Something like that.
Gio would stick you on there doing it more.
Hey, listen, Gio's eating his biscuits. Funny enough, we've got we're doing our preview. So as we know, we're doing our preview a bit earlier tonight because I'm cooking, which could be a poisonous experience. I just want to say something and then invite you all in to pass comment on it, really, because I think there's so many of us in here now, we could obviously discuss the youngsters all day. I find when I look at the comments, and very much the point of the forum channel, of setting up the forum channel, was to go alongside our forum, which is hammerschat.com. But it's to give people, this is the whole point. It is funny. Technology is now caught up with the idea of the forum channel, which is this whole thing. But technology wasn't ready for it then. But so very much, I do read the comments every single day. I can't always reply to every single one, but I always repeat the comments. I don't repeat the comments. I make my own comments, but I always read all the comments every day. And I don't always agree with all of them, and you don't have to. That's the point. But you know, if people are people have got their own opinions. That's right. So what I found really interesting is, I'll bring you in a second, Dave. By the way, if everybody just breathes in and does a little Nathan Trott impression, right, then we can probably all squeeze in. I will bring everybody in turn on this. Winning the cup. I understand some of the glory is done. I understand some of that is diminished somewhat. I also understand that it's not everybody's priority. I understand that we are in a position where we can still do something in the league. But I can't get it out of my head that today at 5 o'clock on the telly, you're going to have Man United playing Liverpool. We played a winner at that. We beat them. All right. We beat them. We can win the cup. And I know it's crap because we might have fans there, but we have to play the hand we're dealt, right? So, starting at the top left. Oh, no, I'm top left. That doesn't count. Next to me in the middle. Are you sandwiched in the middle on your screen, Raymondo?
I am indeed.
Are you top middle? It's like Celebrity Squares. You're top middle, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Talk to me about the next round. Talk to me about beating Liverpool. Tell me about the cup. Tell me, don't feel you have to agree with what I said. You can disagree with me if you want. But, yeah, come on. Let's hear it about the cup. You excited or not?
Oh, I'm very excited. And I think we can actually beat Liverpool or Man United. I'm more worried about other teams that are still in it, like teams like Aston Villa that have their tails up a bit like us. So I actually discard the next game because I feel like we're just going to go through because they're going to be worried about the league as much more than anything else. Both teams. So I'm excited. I think we get through, and then it's just anyone's game after that.
It is. And obviously Arsenal went out to Southampton yesterday. So you're feeling the next game's a bit of a gimme. Tommy, how are you feeling about the cup generally, the next round, all that sort of thing?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit excited. I'm trying to keep a lid on it because it's still early enough in the competition, but yeah, the excitement is starting to build because you do feel like Moyes is actually taking this seriously and really wants to win this competition. As I say, like Liverpool and Man United, whoever wins today, despite the fact we'll be away to them, I think they will almost certainly feel the weakened side. They'll be looking at Champions League as well at that point. Liverpool are struggling a bit in the league, so they're going to want to prioritise that and kind of reignite their title challenge, as it were. And United obviously now unexpectedly gunning for the title as well in the second half of the season. So I think their priorities are elsewhere. Whereas I think David Moyes has the FA Cup as a priority to try and win it. He'll put our best team out against Liverpool or United. Plus, there are some injury problems. The Liverpool especially don't look too clever. We've got Henderson playing centre back. So they can be got at. So I think this is a real opportunity. Normally, any given year we're drawn away to Man United or Liverpool. We usually think, oh, well, that's the end of that then. But not this time. I think we've got a real chance to go either to Old Trafford or Anfield and turn them over and go through, because I think it's a higher priority for us. I think our players will really be up for it. I think they're going to want to beat them. So I think we've got a great chance. And yeah, I'm really excited for that game.
Well, I'd say, are you watching the Liverpool one today? Liverpool Man U game? Tommy?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody is. That's a good thing. Dave, bottom left. How are you, mate?
Hello, Chris. You all right?
I'm not bad, mate. Yourself?
I'm okay now. I'm good now.
Good man. Have you got cup fever, or are you fancying continuing the league, mate?
Well, to be fair, I was more than happy with the league, and then but this seems to have come along as a bit of a bonus, doesn't it?
Did you obviously watch the game yesterday?
Yeah, I think I'm about 2 hours behind you, mate.
In a time. Don't worry, mate. Listen, just tell us what you thought of yesterday's game, mate, and what you're hopeful for in the next round of the cup. If you're interested, I know you said it's a bonus, but are you interested in progressing? Have you got cup fever, basically?
I have now, actually. Yeah, I saw the team, and I thought, here we go. But I watched the game, enjoyed it. Yeah, even though it was like League One opposition, but the football was good, and I'm hoping there.
Yeah, well, mate. Listen, fingers crossed. I am too. Ben, cup fever. Listen, I don't want to preempt it. Obviously, you do your own videos and all the rest of it, mate. It is a tough one because the game against Palace is a biggie. You know what I mean? But I can't help myself. I don't watch, in all honesty, Ben, I don't watch an awful lot of other football apart from West Ham. But today I am. Today I'm going to be tuning in and watching this only because we're playing the winner. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everything. Well, everything that Tommy said. I think if we were going to have to play them, right, now is the time to play them. As Tommy said, United, this is the first time since Sir Alex Ferguson where they've got a real opportunity to win the league. They've also got Europa League coming around the corner. So one eye on the league, trying to do well in the Europa League. The FA Cup maybe it might be put on the back burner because lately United have been probably prioritising the FA Cup and whatnot because they haven't really been in contention to win the Premier League. Yeah. Now it's switched round. They might play a rotated team. And with Liverpool, something's not right there. Something's not right there at the moment. Whether it's, Klopp not being happy with the owners for not spending money to get players who he wants. And it's Klopp apparently hasn't been past the fourth or the fifth round since he's been at Liverpool. He's been there 5 years now.
That's interesting.
So, he doesn't take the FA Cup seriously. And if Liverpool are, continually not picking up results in the Premier League, I think he's going to rotate it. And I'll happily take, whilst we're doing very well in the league and, we've got Crystal Palace, we beat Crystal Palace, we go fourth. But if it meant if we were going to go all out for the Cup and we beat United or Liverpool, I'd happily take 12th if we go all out for the FA Cup. Because, whilst, finishing 7th or 6th would be fantastic for European football, for, potentially attracting new names to the club, I want to remember a piece of silverware.
Yes.
I want to update, those tracksuit tops with 2021, despite, maybe more than likely no fans, right? I want to see a bit of silverware rather than, finishing 7th, shall I say, which would be an awesome achievement anyway. But I feel like we've got the luxury because we don't really have the privilege of being in January and not thinking, oh, well, we've got to rotate our FA Cup side because we've got to prioritise league and stay up. So yeah, I'll go all out for the club, all out for the cup. That's what I say.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and just out of Gonzo, just out of interest, because obviously this links into all that. Brentford are 1-0 up against Leicester early on.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, that day, you're funny enough. Just as I clicked Wally World's comment there, which is early, I've got to work my way down the comments in a minute. Man City 10 minutes from going out of the cup, which sort of feeds into what we're both saying, and what Tommy and Ben are saying there, which is basically how seriously are anyone taking it? Well, you know what? If they're not taking it seriously, if like Tommy says, then Moisey's going to take it seriously, then we're into a good one. Before we get Gatesy, and I just want to bring this comment in here, which is from Scott. He says, "Talk to me." Now, I think he's slightly confused. He said, "Talk to me." Gonzo sounds like Bricktop. Talk to me. Talk to me as Towhead Sebs. Towhead Sebs says, "Talk to me." Right? Okay. We understand it. That's Towhead Sebs. All right. Bricktop is what do you say? Like a knife through butter. Can I have a knife through butter? Raymondo, can I have like a knife through butter from you, please?
Tell us all about pigs, Gonzo.
Go on, Raymondo. I want to hear like a knife through butter.
Like a knife through butter.
Beautiful, Tommy.
Like a knife through butter.
Beautiful, Dave.
Like a knife through butter.
Oh, I like it. You see, you sound very gangster-like, Dave. Right, you scared the shit out of me. Ben.
Like a knife through butter.
Oh, Gatesy.
Like a knife through butter.
Oh, he's even got the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the glasses as well. Gatesy.
Do you know what nemesis means?
He likes the film. Hey, I'll cut your bleeding Jacobs off. You got to say
That's
off,
it.
by the way.
Oof, yeah,
Oof.
that's the one.
How are we? Of Cup Fever, Gatesy. Cup Fever. You looking forward to the game today? And how are you feeling about the West Ham?
Well, as far as us in the cup's concerned, completely agree with what Ben said. Last time we won the FA Cup, I was 4 years old, so I've just given away how old I am. You know, and for me, you know, yeah, if we was to finish 7th, that'd be great, but we can't sort of like have our captain go up the steps at Wembley and lift 7th place over his head. We can't put 7th place in the trophy cabinet. We can't have I know obviously COVID won't let us do that, but do you know what I'm saying? You know, we can't have that for 7th place. The FA Cup for a club like West Ham, you know, is realistically the holy grail.
Yes.
You know, it seriously is. So as far as I'm concerned, if exactly what Ben said, if to win the FA Cup, and I know they're not mutually exclusive, but if to win the FA Cup, our league form tailed off and we finished 12th, 13th, I would take that all day long and twice on a Sunday.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and I mean, if you remember, like, I know there are some fans that will say, no, I prefer, you know, a high finish in the league and stuff, but I just keep thinking back to that day in 2006. You know, when you wake up that morning...
Tommy, 2 seconds. Ben, are you typing?
I'm not, no.
Who's typing? Who's typing? Someone's
I think
typing.
it's Tommy's headset.
Eh? It sounds like something's clicking. You sure? No one's playing tiddlywinks. No one's playing or playing with something else underneath the table or anything, chaps. No.
It's an anomaly with this service. Sometimes you get this weird feedback. Usually, it's solved by using headphones or earbuds.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Sorry, Tommy. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to make sure no one's doing anything untoward under the counter. But carry on. Sorry, mate.
No worries. So yeah, but I just about FA Cup versus higher league finish and all that. I just always cast my mind back, and I would ask anyone who thinks that to cast your mind back, if you're old enough, to 2006. That morning of the FA Cup final. You know, you wake up and it's FA Cup final morning and West Ham are in it. You know, and you've got the build-up, the really long build-up on TV. Obviously, some fans were lucky enough to be there. But for most of us, it was on watching on the telly. And that whole morning, that whole build-up, just the excitement, the buzz, the nerves, You know, you got those butterflies in your stomach. And then there was the whole occasion of the game itself, which was an unbelievable game. You know, the ups and downs of it and the emotions. And unfortunately, obviously, on that day, it didn't go our way. But, I mean, I still remember that whole day. And just as an occasion, it was just absolutely brilliant. And you will not replace that with any league position, maybe bar winning the title. You know, going into the final day where you're playing for the title. But that's not going to happen with us. So for me, I mean, it's not even close. It's that day of being this time at Wembley for an FA Cup final and that whole buzz that comes with it. And then if we were to actually do it this time and win it, I mean, don't talk to me about fucking 7th place. You know, if you're asking me to judge between that and 7th place, it is no contest. An FA Cup win with our name on it in 2021, our 4th time winning the trophy, something that can never be taken away from us, and something that no West Ham fan will have seen for 41 years. I mean, come on, fuck league positions.
I tell you what,
Yeah,
Tommy,
well,
I can tell you something. I promise to never talk to you about 7th place. Right? Right? That was scarier than the Bricktop stuff, quite frankly, my friends.
If we're out of the cup, we can talk about Europa League.
No. I agree with you. Passionately said, my friend. Passionately said. Right, 2 things. Firstly, fortune's always hiding. 94. I guess if he's 94, well, he clearly didn't see the cup, did he? He was for so
Same age as me. I was born
same age as you.
26.
There you go. And myself, Ben, and myself. And he's very pleased to see you on the channel, and of course you are very, very welcome. One thing I just wanted to say, because I don't want to post a headline. I'm quite happy to clickbait videos up. I just want to make sure when people arrive to the video that we have talked about what's discussed. I can't even remember if I put this on the video, but one thing I just wanted to discuss, just to bring it down a little bit, because I am mindful. I don't want to look for things to be unhappy about at the moment, right? I think it's a good time. I think if we're looking for things to whinge about, then you just think, well, are we ever going to be happy? This is the best it's been since the last season at Upton Park, right? And it's been so much misery. I think there's so much misery around in the world as well. I'll take us being in the next round of the Cup, us being only a few points off the top in the Premier League, and us heading into the game against Crystal Palace with genuine hope and genuine expectation, and going into the next round of the Cup with genuine hope and genuine expectation. But the little bit of disappointing news that I had today, it wasn't given to me. No, phoned me up and said, oh, by the way, Nesri wants to stay at Sevilla. We had it. We had all of this, right? Dave, you're in the chat twice. There's a double video from Dave down there. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, actually, I think the old one. Hold on, let's get rid of Dave there. Remove that one. Okay, there you go. Hey, I'm learning. Yosif En-Nesyri apparently is staying with Sevilla. He looked really good. I saw the videos of him. I thought, this guy's good. Lo and behold, he scored a hat-trick yesterday, and they've moved up into the top 3 in the Liga with a genuine chance up there, Sevilla. Bit gutted with that one. Had you followed him at all, Raymondo?
Didn't have a clue who he was.
Oh, thank you for tuning in, Ray. Bloody hell. Hey, you click the button.
However, I did do a Gonzo and watch him on YouTube, and I did quite like him.
Yeah, what did you like about him? Find him a bit skinny, did you?
Yeah, it needs to put on.
He needs to eat a bit, doesn't he? Yeah, absolutely.
I need to shoot off Gonzo, but enjoy the rest of the show.
Cheers, mate. We've got Dave twice. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Thanks for joining us, Raymondo. There you go. He's going to something to eat now. Logan, thank you very much indeed, my friends. He's funny. With Frederick playing well, okay. Coventry come back from injury. Do you feel we have enough depth for bringing a striker? Coventry would have played yesterday. I'm really glad somebody brought it up. Coventry would have featured at some point. I do feel with these players coming in. I looked at the under-23s yesterday. I looked at a lot of the games. I do feel it's the one position where there is not something outstanding immediately there. We've got good fullbacks in the under-23s, good centre-halves, good strikers, good wingers. I did look at it and think, there didn't appear to be somebody to come and play there. Connor Coventry is absolutely one there. Also, I mean, maybe we'll speak about this during the week on another video. Josh Cullen's been captain of Anderlecht. Bit of a mistake, I do believe, from us there. Tommy, yeah, the striker situation, mate.
Yeah, I suppose it's the hot topic at the moment, isn't it? We're running out of days in the transfer window, but I'm probably going to go against the grain a little bit here. I suspect I will be very much in the minority on this.
Oh.
I understand as well as anyone that we need a striker. I'm not naive about that. I know we need one and we have to get one. I'm just not sure we really have to get one in this window. If we don't sign a striker in this window, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, to be completely honest. I really, really like Odebeko. I really do. I think he's got a huge future.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to see him coming through. So if it's a case of until the end of the season, we roll with Antonio, who can, fingers crossed, stay largely fit and will miss very few games. And we've got Odebeko on the bench. And Yermo that we can play there at a push in an emergency. I'll tell you honestly, I would be fine with that until the end of the season. And then, hopefully in the summer transfer window, we can bring in a striker. And now I agree with Gio, actually, in the sense that we should be looking for someone potentially who will actually take Antonio's place and become the number one striker, not buying a panic backup striker in January. So I'm happy to roll with Antonio, Odebeko, and at a push, Yarmolenko, if both of those are unavailable until the end of the season, rather than bringing in someone who's going to be a backup and potentially even take Odebeko's place on the bench. I want to see Odebeko given a chance and come through. If Antonio's not available, put Odebeko in, give him his chance. From what I've seen of him, he's a brilliant finisher. I think he's possibly as far as striking the ball on goal, he looks to me, from what I've seen, to be actually the best striker of a ball that we've got at the club. He looks a real finisher. And I'm actually excited to see Odebeko a bit more. So I want to see him come on if Antonio goes down with another hamstring injury. So I'm fine as we are, frankly, until the summer.
No, listen. This is the thing. I feel. Look, I want us to sign someone, and I think we should. But that would be offset my concerns that if I thought Moyes was going to do that. Well, and whilst I believe what I said, obviously I wouldn't say it about timing being everything. I do hope that Odebeko hasn't missed his opportunity in this. There is a massive clamour for us to spend money. It's one of my pet hates, and I got a couple of my examples wrong. And actually, well, not wrong. I did think Dendoncker. There was a big clamour. Dendoncker has actually turned out to be a right player. Do you know what I mean? But it seems we get linked with these players. Everyone says, "Why haven't we bought them? Why haven't we bought them?" And the current one is Dia. Why haven't we bought Dia? Well, I can tell you why. But there's this massive clamour to just spend money. And I understand it from the board's point of view because they have done such a bad job. Don't get me wrong, a really bad job. However, it's got to be right and it's got to be done right. And if what we're going to do is we've got this massively talented youngster, then bring him on. We've already lost one this season. Who did he go and I can't remember what the kid's name. He went and signed for Real Madrid or Barcelona or Bayern Munich or someone like that. We lost a top player from our academy because there was no space for him and he wasn't getting played. So I sort of agree with that. And I'd rather buy the right player in the summer, but I want to see this guy featuring now. And I do mean Odebeko because I do think he looks absolutely fantastic. Ben, strikers, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to agree on sort of both points in terms of, I always alluded back to the Liverpool Van Dijk transfer. So Jurgen Klopp in the summer, before they signed Van Dijk, he wanted Van Dijk, he couldn't get him then. He waited until the January, and a couple of days before the January transfer window, he got Van Dijk. And if Moyes wants a player, he's identified that player, but he can't get into the summer. I've got no issue of waiting because West Ham have to get it right this time. There's no, let's try and get someone in and then it doesn't work out and then send them for a 50% loss in a year or so. They have to get it right. And if it means that he's identified his number one, but he can't get him till the summer, I would rather wait. But I would still try and get someone, maybe like a really on loan. Just so that if Antonio gets, whilst I do agree that I want to see Odebeko be given a fair shot, I think he will over the coming weeks of the season. But if Antonio gets a long 6, 7, 8 week injury, Yarmolenko has also been injury prone before at his time at West Ham. I feel like it is a lot of pressure for a youngster who I do think has the quality. I think some of his finishes has been astounding. His left foot, right foot is stupid crazy. Like for someone of his age, and there was a reason why he was at Manchester United at the time. But I feel like we've got to get it right. And I'd rather us sign our number one target than just panic buying our 4th or 5th in January. But I do think we do need just some legs, even if it is Origi on loan that we've been linked with, just to give us that kind of option in terms of striking. But yeah, I'm more than happy to wait till the summer to get our number one. If we were going to get our number one in the summer, yeah, I'm happily, I'll wait. But I do think we need to get a body in, whether it's on loan or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Gatesy, I see Charlie's joined us. We'll come to Charlie in a minute. Delighted to see Charlie in the chat. Feels like I was only chatting with him, I don't know, late last night, really. He's obviously been up watching SummerSlam or Royal Rumble or something like that. And
I went to bed early and then got up excited because there was snow outside like a child, Gonzo. I think you'll find.
Thank you very much. Snow? Did you see the snow in the video earlier?
I haven't seen it, bro. I've just been running around like a madman in the garden.
Myself and Charlie got rather silly. Gatesy was there. Myself and Charlie got a bit silly last night on the Patreon live chat, and we were incorporating all sorts of video stuff and just playing around with it and giving it a test. So, I took a picture, Charlie, of the snow outside my window, and I've shared it with the just to completely bore everybody that's watching. Thinking, hold on, we've tuned in to watch a bit of West Ham.
I'm glad you're keeping the content standards high, Gonzo. That's all I'm saying. I'm glad you're doing it. I'm glad you've
got to do it. You've got to do it. Gatesy, talk to us about the striker situation, mate.
Well, there's an old saying, isn't there? A fool and their money are easily parted. And in recent years, you look at some of the strikers that we've bought, and case in point being Sebastian Haller, 45 million quid. We sell him 18 months later for what, 22 mil? Yeah, listen, didn't get good value for money there. And we're not Manchester City. We're not Chelsea. We're not awash with cash. We need to get good value for money out of any signings that we make from here on in. It's as simple as that. The world is in a position where, the club can't get money through gate receipts and various other things, various other revenue streams that they would otherwise have. So it's absolutely crucial that we make the right signing. Now, if that means, I agree with the lads, if that means that we've got to wait until the summer, so be it. Not a problem. Let's have it right. We've got Antonio, who's the number one striker. We've got Odebeko, who I think is promising, but we know he's not going to play every game 90 minutes.
Have you seen him? Have you seen Odebeko play?
I
don't mean 20 seconds. I don't mean 20 seconds against Stockport.
Yeah, no, I've seen bits and pieces here and there. I wouldn't say I've seen lots of him, but I've heard reports and I've seen little snippets. And yeah, I think he could do a job. He needs to be given a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and all the rest of it, as you do with any kid coming through. We've also got Yarmolenko that can play there, and I actually think that one player that could play there is Jared Bowen. Might have to possibly tweak our formation perhaps, but I think he could play there if it was absolutely necessary. But yeah, I don't want us to go out and pay over the odds for a striker that for whatever reason just doesn't fit in either to the team shape or the work ethic or whatever it is, and then sort of like a year, 2 years later we're selling him at a loss. What's the point in that? So I'm perfectly fine. Yes, it'd be nice to make a signing, but you know what? It's not the end of the world if we don't.
No. Well, it's allowed us to comfort. I guess it then boils down to ambition, and will buying a striker help our ambition in terms of going for that final push? Do they stick or do they twist? That's what I just don't know about. Charlie boy, what you feeling, mate? What did you want to get off your chest, me old darling?
Well, after the match yesterday, Athaleon's ahead of Odebeko for me. I mean, he came in and he scored. He looked all right. And the thing is about him, he's at make or break time in his career. He's 23 years old. Yeah. And he has, if he doesn't do it now for West Ham, he's not doing it now for West Ham. He'll drop down the leagues. And that's not to say he'll have a bad footballing career. I watched the West Ham under-21s against Chelsea earlier on today. It was great. Don't worry about it. It was a beautiful time to be alive. So he'll go on and have a decent career, in terms of playing in the FA Cup for Luton or whoever else. But it won't be like what it is. He's 23 years old. He's just scored a goal. to be honest with you, he has to be the number one. He has to be number two. He has to be on the bench every game for me, because if we want someone to come on, it's going to be him. There is no one else in that team really who has as much to lose as he does right now. You know, we could talk about playing Yarmolenko up front, and I really liked him up front yesterday. I was really scared. If anyone watched the watch along, they would have seen me at the beginning of the watch and go, I'm concerned about playing Yarmolenko here because I think it's going to be the same problem as Haller, blah, 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 blah. He proved me wrong. I really enjoyed it. But Yarmolenko will go on to earn 100k at some other club. That's not a deepness for him. Afolayan, he makes it now, or he'll be a lower league player for his entire career. That's the reality of the situation.
Charlie, there must be a reason why Moyes has Odebeko ahead of Afolayan in the pecking order right now.
I don't think there's any proof he's ahead of him, though. He's not played a game.
Odebeko's the one who gets named. If he'd have been available yesterday, he'd have been on the bench, I'm sure.
Well, I think to make devil's advocate, I think the fact that Odebeko was the chosen one against Stockport, and then it seemed that Moyes was talking him up to include him, and then he gets the COVID test, he's not available. It would appear to me that Afolayan was the second choice. And even Afolayan actually said, I don't know if you heard his interview, he said he was playing for the under-23s against Chelsea. Good game, by the way. Really good. Really some impressive players in that game. And then he was then told, he was brought off after 40 minutes, he was told you're featuring tomorrow. It sounds like an afterthought rather than everything I hear about Odebeko training with the first team and all the rest of it. Sounds like he's a chosen one. That being said, I would have to agree with what Charlie says here. You've got to, when you give someone a shirt or when you get the shirt, you have to reward someone when they've done well. And you would have to say, at this point, with that, Afolayan has to be on the bench for the next game. He has to be ahead of him, surely.
And the example I always think back to, Ashley Fletcher was ahead of Marcus Rashford in the Man United youth team. Every single time, he was always ahead of him until once Ashley Fletcher got injured, Marcus Rashford just happened to be ready at that time, got put in, and look at him now. And look at Ashley Fletcher now. There's the jump between youth football and senior football is so big that it doesn't matter. Look at Martin Samuelson, absolute border at youth level, that hasn't done it at senior level. There's so many other players like that who exist in the world. Once you get put into the team, that's when you sink or swim. That's it. It's harsh, but it is kind of true. I look at Afolayan and I think, you took your opportunity because Odebeko wasn't available or whatever. You scored. For me, now he has to go in ahead. And like I said, he has more to lose right now. And I think that's more important than to give him that chance than it would be to give Odebeko, who has the time. You know, I would if you said to me which one of those two would I rather start, I'd rather start Afolayan.
I have to disagree. I mean, it's all right saying he scored. Look, he came on in a cup where we were completely dominant towards the end of a game where we're already 3-0 up against a League One team and scored a tap in. I don't think we should be necessarily hailing him at this stage.
Okay, a tap in is true. A tap in is true. Don't get me wrong. But he put the work in to get that goal. How often do we see strikers not follow the ball? It's basic. I used to praise Ashley Fletcher for it because no one bloody does it. If someone takes a shot, just follow the ball towards the goalkeeper, because if he parries it, you have a tap in ready, and he does that. Again, this isn't a diss at Odebeko whatsoever. I've not seen enough of Odebeko, to be fair, but that's not a diss at him whatsoever. And that's not to say he should be frozen out of the squad. We still only have 3 strikers if Odebeko is fit. Do you know what I mean? If Afolayan's the second one.
I'm not sure he's a striker, Charlie. I've watched a couple of the games. He doesn't appear to be a striker. But sorry, go on, carry on, mate.
No, I'm just saying that at this point, I look at it and I say, the kid scored. He did exactly what he needed to do. He did everything he could have possibly done in that game correct. I would find it, especially for him when he's in such an important point of his career, if we then turn around and went, actually, no, but this kid, sorry, like, okay, we might as well just let him go then, because he's never going to do anything for the rest of his career.
When did we sign him? We brought him from non-league
2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, he's 23 now. We've had him since he's 21. So, like you say, I think if he's going to make it, it's now or never. He's in a kind of Josh Cullen situation now, where he's at that age. He's either going to make the breakthrough now, or it's just never going to happen. He'll be sold on like the rest have been. But it'll definitely be interesting to see who Moyes names on the bench on Tuesday evening as our backup striker. I would be willing to place a little wager that it's going to be Odebeko.
Yeah, well, it will be interesting. You're absolutely right. Let me bring Logan in. He's been sitting patiently, rocking on his chair, rocking back and forth. Logan, how's things? We can't hear you, matey.
There we go. Sorry, I muted myself.
Quite
Okay,
right, so how are you?
I'm doing well. It's morning here in Missouri. So I think it's all fine and well to talk about saving money till the summer, but this summer we're not going to have the squad that we do right now. Rice is going to be gone, and our pieces aren't going to be the same. We don't know how the money's going to be invested. So with that, I'd much rather see us go out and spend money on who Moyes wants, because we might not be in this position next year at this time. We've seen how our board misuses money consistently.
They misuse time as well. Not just the money. I mean, the amount of time they misuse is ridiculous. Who's this lad in Spain? I can't pronounce his name. He scored a hat-trick the other night. That we've been chasing. For how long? It just Max. We had this with Maxi Gomez. We had it with Tarkowski. This is just par for the course with this board. I can never understand. Like, apparently this guy just has no interest in joining West Ham. He's at Sevilla, isn't that right?
You mean the Sevilla lad, Yosif Nesri.
Yeah. I mean, this is what cracks me up. I mean, this is a guy apparently that we want, fair enough. And if the board are willing to stump the money up, fair enough. But apparently, this guy doesn't even want to come to West Ham. And I'm wondering, how long does it take to establish that really? 5 minutes? Just to say, actually, does he actually want to join us? I mean, the rest is immaterial. What's the point in spending 2 weeks back and forth talking transfers with Sevilla for a player who has no intention of leaving Sevilla for West Ham? Surely you can establish early on and pretty quickly whether or not this player is actually willing to join your club. And then within a day, you can just say, right, look, that's just not going to happen. He doesn't want to be here. And Moyes has spoken before about not wanting players whose arms we have to twist to be here with big wages and all this. He only wants players who want to join. So I just don't understand how this continuously just gets dragged out.
Ben, anything to add on that, mate?
I have to agree with Tommy. It's not so much buying a player for quality, but we've got to buy the right person as well. Someone who wants to join West Ham and wants to prove himself in the Premier League. And I sort of call it when you buy a new car. When you buy a new car, you're absolutely buzzing, and that's what it would be like if Seville bloke comes, and if it's true that he does want to join West Ham, if he comes and join West Ham and he's on double his wages, for example. After a couple of weeks or months, the novelty of, I'm earning a decent pay packet here, right? The novelty sort of goes away. And then where's the motivation then to kick on to improve, And if he's someone who's literally just come here because he likes London, doesn't really like the prospect of playing with West Ham, and I think for West Ham, it's very important that we get both. We have to find someone who wants to join West Ham, right, and wants to prove himself. And that is what I think we're doing so well. Is it's not just the quality, but we've got good people at West Ham. I think the starting 11, I feel like, are good people. They're going to work hard for each other. They want to be there. They want to prove a point. They've got people up their backsides. If they don't perform, they're going to come in and try and take that spot. So I think for West Ham, it's vitally important that we get someone who wants to join. And I do agree with Tommy. We waste so much time. We do waste so much time in terms of if he didn't want to join, you could probably get that off the first phone call or so. Or first understand and first dialogue. For me, we've got to try and get someone who wants to join West Ham, prove a point, who wants to do well for us. Not just I'll join, but if you double my wages.
No, fair point. I think just before I bring Gates in, I think is something we are actually quite bad at. Is tapping players up, basically. I know you're not meant to do it, but it's got to be done, and you do have to do that. I'm not entirely sure how much we hear back, whether that's true, what we hear in the papers. But I don't blame Moyes or whoever for going for this player. But what I do want to do is go for the player. If we don't get him the first choice, I use Dia as an example. I only used that as an example because I looked at him, I thought he ain't great, he keeps falling over. And I used Nesri as the opposite end of the scale. As I looked at him, I thought, oh yeah, he's good. So they could be two separate players. It doesn't matter. I just feel that one of them, it's symbolic. One of them's first choice. One of them's eighth choice. I just think it's really important we don't go and get eighth choice. If we don't get first choice, if for whatever reason he doesn't come, then don't bother. Which is sort of plays into what Tommy says what Tommy said earlier. But basically, I've got to try and wrap this up now because I've got to do a video with Gio at 4 o'clock, which is our preview for Crystal Palace. I need to go and make myself a cup of tea, quite frankly. Just go back to Gatesy quickly there, mate. Any last comments, any last thoughts, my friend?
Well, for my money, whoever we bring in has to buy in to the team ethic that we've got at the minute. It has to be someone that's going to come to the club for the right reasons, and not just because of how much money they're getting put in their back pocket. Tommy's completely correct on that one. I think I mentioned it on one of the chat boards. I think it was to you that replied it, actually, Gonzo, saying that the New Zealand All Blacks, who are the best team in the world as far as sport are concerned, and they have a rule that says the no dickheads rule.
Yes.
They won't have anyone playing for that team representing the country, the shirt, the heritage of that team that is a prima donna. It's as simple as that. And they could be the best player playing in New Zealand rugby. If they're not buying into the team ethic and what it means to represent the country, then they don't get in. It's as simple as that. And we need to sort of be a little bit like that. If you're only coming here for the money, piss off. Simple as that.
I agree. And you did make great points. You didn't just say that, Dave. It wasn't the All Blacks. You made a second point when you posted. You wrote a comment under a video, didn't you? That was what you were alluding to. It was the All Blacks and something else?
I can't remember what the other one was.
No, I can't. But it's a really good. It's a really good point. Listen, I'm going to drop you out now, Gates.
It was the George Graham one. It was the George Graham one.
Doing you a favour.
Never sign a player if they're doing you a favour.
You're absolutely right. Never sign a player if he's doing a favour. No, we're 2 great points, mate, and I agree with both of them. I'm going to drop you out now, mate. I want to thank you for joining us. I'm going to make this a regular thing. I've decided now. I think this is great. The software's working. It'd be like a Sunday supplement type thing. That if we play on a Saturday, I'm going to do this and reconvene and bring people in on a Sunday because I think it's a really good thing. I know a lot of other channels do it and whatnot, but I don't, and I quite enjoy doing it. It's nice to hear other people's opinions and just get the chat interactive as well. Gatesy, smashing, mate. I'll catch up with you. Well, I'll probably see you on the chat for this evening's video or some point, certainly before Tuesday. Thanks for clicking the link, mate. I really appreciate it. Right,
nice to meet you, boys. God bless.
Cheers, matey. Take care now. Take care. Right, let's just bring Logan in but you came to the party late, Logan, I'm afraid, mate. So we'll bring you in, and then I'm going to drop you out. But at least you know for next time, mate, and we'll definitely have you on again. Any final thoughts? You missed the first bit, which I think was largely surrounding the cup and everything, mate.
Yeah, no, I think that if we do not invest now, we're going to regret it this summer and next year because we've seen what squads look like. Look at Epton Park. The last year, we had a great squad. We thought we were going to build upon it, and then we crash and burn next year. I don't want this season to be that to where we look back at what could have been because Antonio goes down or we get an injury in central mid. So, I don't want to be doomsdayer, but I think it's imperative that we bring in a striker that's of Antonio's quality or we're going to regret it.
Okay, just to be clear on it, in terms of this season rather than next season, that's to push on, or let's say it doesn't fizzle out. I mean, otherwise, I think we can manage. I think we can stumble our way to a mid-table finish as we are without signing the striker.
Yeah, I think it's mostly for a cup push and for Europa League push. I mean, finish 8th to 10th, it doesn't really matter. I want to see a cup push, and if Antonio goes down, I don't think we have the squad to be able to really make that the strongest push that we could. I think we'll look back at the cup that we could have had if Antonio goes down.
We always look at the cup we could have had. I tell you what, that is so West Ham. It's unbelievable. I don't know how many cups we could have had. Oh, anyway. Listen, Logan, thanks for joining us, mate. Really appreciate it.
See you guys.
Keep right. We'll see you next time, mate. Cheers, buddy. Actually, I think that's quite an interesting one with Logan joining from Missouri there. I think it's quite important if I do one of these in future. I need to be aware of the time everywhere. I guess you're not going to find it at a perfect time for everywhere in the world, but I think you need to try and find a time slot that sort of suits people. But I think this was good as well, a good time, because people are going to be watching the football later on. What they're doing to that snowman, Charlie, can I just can I show you the snowman? Can I get your thoughts on the snowman, please?
Yeah. I was going through the brand section. I saw it. Let me have a look.
All right. So you saw that, yeah?
Snow. I'm glad. I could have looked out the window and seen it, but I'm glad I've seen it on the Hammers Chat 4 on West Ham channel now. I'm glad I've seen that. So now what have you done with that? What's the monstrosity you've created? Big. It's big. It looks a bit. It's got abs. It's got okay. Yeah. I assume that's your hat.
Well, yeah. What can I say? Yeah, you know.
Is that an orange for a nose?
Yes, it is an orange. Yes. A Seville orange, I believe.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Good. It doesn't. It doesn't. What you've got to see this. You got to see this. I don't know if you can actually see. Can anyone actually see what's going on out there now? Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's melting. It's actually melting. It's pathetic. It looks like they stuck a broomstick up through the middle of it. It's gone. The temperature's gone. Oh, crab paste.
Okay, we're
there
here
we
again.
go. We're back. It's descended.
We're back.
You know, random picture of Jack Grealish. Random picture of the man himself. Charlie, any final words that are not about Bow Selector, Mel B, Jack Grealish, Snowmen, or Sam Allardyce?
No. Cheers, everyone.
Bye. See, Charlie's removed himself from the chat. Did you see that? That's so professional. I wasn't having to click buttons and all the rest of it. Ben,
drama queen.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I feel that Charlie found something in the video and he just wanted I've got to join in with this chat there, which is what I want people to do, because I felt Logan did that as well. I felt that Logan thought, actually, no, I've got something to say about these strikers, which is why when I clicked him on, you saw he was walking towards his chair, because I think he was making his way, and I reckon that's the chair, Logan's rocking chair. That's a great name for video. Logan's rocking chair. I think that's where he gives his opinions, and he was sort of on his way thinking, I'm not happy with what Tommy's saying about the striker. I'm going to deal with it. And I think Charlie was the same. Charlie had things to say. You got a very nice chair, Ben, may I say?
Yeah, so it's actually a game when I used to do FIFA content, but yeah, it's all right. I've had it for 2 years, I think. 2 years.
Are you sure? Because my next door neighbour had a Ford sort of RS, and had their chair stolen out of it, and it looked very similar to that.
Well, you know, I haven't got a job, so I've got to try and make my money somehow.
You got to do what you got to do, mate. Yeah, absolutely. What with walking around Essex 12 times a day, mate. I'm surprised. I bet you really do. I bet you really sink into that chair. At the end of the day.
Move your head, Ben. I want to see if it says Recaro on the headrest behind you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can definitely see a Ford sign there as well. Yeah, absolutely. Ben, just give your channel a little plug, mate, and you know, because I genuinely think, you know, number one, you're good at what you do. You know this, I've told you it privately, but number one, you're good at what you do. Number two, you're a good guy as well, and you deserve all the interaction and all the subs you can get, mate.
Firstly, I just want to say, like, the positivity on all West Ham fan channels at the moment is, like everyone at the moment, we are all in a difficult situation in terms of work. You know, I'm in a similar situation as you, Gonzo, but just to see the positivity. If we create videos that just helps, 10 minutes of someone's time whilst they're working from home, or, it does actually mean the world to us that, we are helping you guys, and we don't expect financial support or anything like that. So, for you, Gonzo, just keep doing what you're doing. And, Irish Tommy, I like what you do when you get involved with the Hammers chat and whatnot, and Gonzo's channel. So that's all we got to do. Other than that, my YouTube channel is just Ben Glander, my name, - West Ham fan channel. I kept it very simple. That's just me.
Oh, clever. Who's done that? Charlie sneaking. Sneaks. Sorry, that's Gollum. obviously. Not Gollum didn't put that in a live chat. It's Gollum that says Sheik. Well done, well done. So did that work when you click that blue thing? Would that have done it, Charlie? You can nod. I can see you, Charlie, loitering.
I put the link in the chat so people can click on that. I was just letting them know that's what I was linking to.
Oh, flash. We worked out the chat yesterday, actually. It was a scrolling ticker, wasn't it? It was a... Where's the ticker? Oh, no, that's wrong. Sorry. That was it. Where's me sexy one gone, Charlie? I had a sexy one that we were... Gonzo's sexy time or something like that. I just was creating it for a banner. Nice, it's nice. It was a sexy old banner.
Very nice.
Yes. Oh, he deleted it. I like you. But Charlie's deleted it. He's deleted it. Yeah. So listen, Ben, I'm going to boot you out, mate.
No,
You are very welcome. And bless
Cheers,
you.
Ben.
Thanks ever so much, mate. Thanks for everything. I really appreciate it, mate. Take care, mate. Hey, look, another professional. He's removed himself from the chat. I didn't have to click anything. Just you and me, Tommy, mate. Just you and me.
Yeah, down to the final 2, and let's hope West Ham can do that. The FA Cup.
Oh, I like it. Smooth and slick. Any final words before I flick you off? Remove you from the chat, my friend.
No, I think we've covered basically everything. I'd only be kind of reiterating things already said. Just
you make good points.
Ben said, cover. I do completely agree with Ben as regards a striker. If we can get Moyes' #1 target in this window, by all means, go and sign him. My point was just, let's not panic about it and end up signing someone that really we shouldn't be signing just to get a body in, which is something I feel like Sullivan would do, because he'll come under fan pressure towards the end of remember last season, towards the last final day of the window. All of a sudden, there's fan pressure. Sky Sports News are all over final day deals, and Sullivan probably feels like, Christ, I better just sign somebody just to kind of keep the wolves from the door.
Anyone, yeah.
Anyone, Hugo, yes, him. Come on, in you come. 9 million, absolutely, yeah, let's do it. I need to sign a body. I just don't want us to go down that road. If we can get Moyes #1, by all means, sign him. But let's not just sign someone just because Sullivan feels like he has to kind of placate the fans a little bit just by signing someone. Or here's a striker, just to keep people a bit quieter. Say, now I can say, yeah, I signed a striker. So very important that we don't do that.
No, absolutely, mate. Hugo would have played yesterday, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Hugo would have featured.
That seems likely, yeah.
Yeah. We do miss him. Thanks, Tommy. I'm going to remove you from the chat, mate. We'll absolutely do this again. I'm absolutely delighted you joined, mate, and took the plunge. The Sunday supplement. I think I'm just going to blatantly steal the name.
Yeah.
Steal the name. The Gonzo's Sunday supplement, and then just...
They don't call it that anymore. I think you're in the clear.
Really?
No, I think they've changed the name. I don't think it's called a Sunday supplement anymore.
I want to get 1 million. I mean, it would be really tiny squares all around the screen. Get everyone. Everywhere, 60,000. We get more people in the Sunday supplement than there can be in the stadium. Well, which is one, really, basically. It's just me talking on my own. Tommy, I'll see you later, mate. Take care. Speak to you soon. Cheers, buddy. Bye, mate. Bye. Right, just me. Right, I'm going to finish up now by saying thank you. A whole thanks for joining me for the test. I mean, there was hundreds of people at one point, and it was largely when I just started talking. Then you all disappeared. So it was a test to see if the software worked. I think it worked absolutely beautifully. Thank you for everybody that joined in, right? And when I mean joining in, not just joining on the video, everybody that joined in on the chat. Thanks for the people that donated and put cash into the biscuit tin and all the rest of it. That is really nice. Very much appreciated. He's still loitering in the background. I really appreciate Charlie joining in and, just joining in and he's basically keeping a bit of an eye on me because he knows I'm struggling with this software a little bit. So thanks, mate. I know you're there in the background. Appreciate that, mate. You're a good dude. You really are. In fact, I don't know the last time I don't think I've ever called anybody a good dude. I don't know where that language came from. A good dude. He is. That's not my vernacular. I don't normally say such things. We will be, myself and Gio are just about to go and record the preview now for the Palace game. I don't know when Gio will decide to upload it. He might go live at 4:00. He might not. I don't know. On match day, I don't know if you noticed, Gio and Charlie did it a little bit differently for the the watch along was sort of linked to the preview, and I think it was very successful. I think it went very, very well indeed. So yeah, bloody good job, Charlie. It ain't easy. He spends a lot of time there speaking on his own, and it ain't easy. You know, I sometimes sit here and do a 10-15 minute video and talking on my own, and you know, he sits there for hours, bless him, talking to himself. So yeah, he's done a really good job. Keep an eye on it. What, Charlie, come back. What time is the game? What time is the Palace game?
That's a question.
Why come back? Why come back if you don't know? That's all. That's the only reason I want you to come back.
I would say that if you were to ask me that question, that it was at 6 o'clock. It was a 6 o'clock kickoff. 6
o'clock kickoff on Tuesday. Right. Okay. So if you are at work, skive off a little bit earlier. Thanks, Charlie. By the way, I was quite rude and abrupt then, wasn't I? He knows I don't. Well, I do mean it, but I mean, you know, I love him really. I was just had to get to the point quickly. 6 o'clock. So we'll be at 4:55 with a build-up show, which I'm guessing will go straight on into I Am Not Forgiven. That was the sequel to the Clint Eastwood film Unforgiven, by the way. Talking of, look at that. You see that there? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Look at that, eh? What a film that is. I don't know if you can see here, I've got my beautiful yellow sunglasses. There's a light. And here I've got a couple of selections of moustaches, which, you know, who doesn't have a selection of moustaches? There we go. One of them's, but I'm saving them for a special occasion. You know, treat the missus and that sort of thing. Right, I am going to go now. Honestly, thank you for everybody. I'm going to go and change the title back to the Sunday supplement. I think it only occurred to me whilst doing it. I'm going to end the broadcast. I'll see you later. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.